Hi, I'm Christie and I'm here with Laurel Ivory, and she's part of the Sunrise Sting and also the NT2D International Goalkeeper Training Program. So Laurel, how are you today?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm good. It's a nice sunny day out here in Florida. I read somewhere where you started in soccer at age 4.
That is true. Little pee-wee soccer. Yeah.
So my question is, why goalkeeper?
That question comes up a lot, especially with my parents.
Okay.
Because for them, it's just a nerve-wracking experience. But I chose to be a goal. It's actually not even that great of a story, but I remember seeing someone dive on the ground. I was like, oh man, that seems fun. So I went up to my coach and I was like, Coach, I think I want to try to be a goalkeeper. I think this is around like 8 or 9. And he goes, no, you don't. And I was like, yes, I do. And I just want to try. And he goes, all right. And he actually went up to my dad later that day and was like, so your daughter came up to me saying that she wants to be a goalkeeper. And my dad goes, no, what? No, she doesn't. She doesn't want to be a goalkeeper. And he came home and gave me a whole lecture on why not to be a goalkeeper, that all the blame's going to be put on me. And then I was like, nope, still want to do it. And ever since then, I just haven't left the net. So
That's great.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable the skill and technique you have to have.
Yeah.
So when you do land, does that hurt at all?
Not. I mean, if you dive wrong, then yeah,
Okay.
it hurts. But I guess it's all about technique. Technique kind of helps you and saves you from the majority of the pain. But after a while, you just kind of get used to the pounding.
So is that the techniques? That's what you're learning through NT2D?
Yeah. Technique, mentality, what it takes to be one of the top keepers, and yeah, just cleaning up that's everything that you need to succeed in the position, and to have the individual attention, not just from club practice where you're kind of part of the team, standing around, but this is your individual focused attention on improving everything that you need to be good in the position. And it's been everything in my development, and I don't know where I would be without it.
How often do you have to come to practice here?
About 2-3 times a week.
For how long?
It ranges from an hour and a half to 2 hours. Yeah.
On the days that you don't come, are you doing some other type of training to enhance your craft?
Yes, I have a daily training regimen that gets put together from the U17 national team that they give each player. And it goes from strength sessions, on my own technical sessions, endurance sessions, and then cool down days as well for recovery and to get our body back in reset mode.
Do you ever call it football?
Sometimes, it depends, but usually it's just soccer.
Okay. And are there any other sports that you do or like to watch?
I've kind of I used to play flag football when I was younger, but that's pretty much it. I mean, it's weird. Usually as an athletic kid, you'd think I'd do many sports, but it had always been soccer, especially moving to South Florida at a young age, where soccer's all year long.
Okay.
That kind of took up majority of my time, which I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to do soccer. I just want to stick to this. And I think that also really helped with my development as well, not focusing on other sports. It was just always soccer.
Obviously, you're an athlete and you're in great shape. Tell me, without giving any secrets, tell me what your diet is like or what other type of conditioning you have to do.
Well, when I come back from camps, my diet kind of slips a little bit because I've been eating so clean for so long. But I'm 16 and I have a little bit of leeway with what I eat. But I try to be as clean as possible. A lot of protein, a lot of red meat, fish, carbs on really when I know I'm going to be doing a lot of activity and when I need energy to burn. Fruits, vegetables, all that kind of stuff. But definitely the main thing for me is protein. But again, I'm still 16. I kind of go off that path sometimes. But I try. Usually going into major events, 2 weeks before that, I'll be very, very good.
Speaking of that, I believe you've traveled a lot across the country and internationally. Mm-hmm. When you travel, do you get to experience the cities you're in or not?
Sometimes. I mean, the place I just came back from a couple weeks ago was Grenada in the Caribbean, and we got a little bit of taste of Caribbean life, got to go to the beach a little bit for some recovery sessions, but for the most part it's business. You're there to play soccer and win the games. But when I go to California for my training camps with the national team, we usually have like one day where we can go to the beach, chill out for a little bit, but most of the time it's pretty much strict business.
Okay. Do you have a favorite city so far?
Oh, I don't know. Probably, I mean, I go to LA majority of the time, so that would probably be my favorite city, but I'm going to Switzerland at the end of May, so that should be fun, new experience, and really look forward to that.
Coach Giuseppe is your coach, and how long has he been your coach?
He's been my coach for about 3 years now.
Okay.
So it's been a while.
So is it safe to say he's a mentor to you?
Yes, definitely. When I'm going on my trips, I'm texting him constantly. He's texting me about advice, what I should be doing to help recover, get ready for a game or practice, and he's always been by my side. I absolutely would not be in a position that I'm in without him.
He being your mentor, and I know you're 16, do you have any younger mentees that you're teaching or coaching?
Oh, a couple. I have a couple. Actually, some in this kind of training environment. But yeah, I've been speaking to a lot of younger teams within my club who know that I've been with the national team and have had international experience with games and stuff. Who, at the end of the line, that's their dream to be on these national teams, and that's their goal. So I've been speaking a lot with them, and it was actually, we played in California against Japan, England, and South Korea, and a lot of the younger girls from that area who love soccer go and they watch our games, and at the end of the games they ask for all of our pictures one-on-one and just advice and stuff like that. So it's been a weird, because I'm only 16, but it's definitely been something that's become really remarkable and helps me continue to grow, because I just know that other people want to be in my position and they're looking up to what I'm doing as well.
You seem so well-rounded and balanced with everything, so I'm appreciative of that.
Thank you.
And I hope it, it continues and you stay grounded like that. Would you say your parents and family play a big role in that, or did it just come naturally for you?
My parents, they do definitely keep writing into me, stay grounded, stay grounded. This can always be taken away from you in 2 seconds. I'll be coming back from camps where everything's kind of just given to me. Well, you earn it, you earn the right to be there, but everything, the food, they give you the food, what you need to eat, they give you the equipment, they give you everything, tell you what you're supposed to do, and then I get home and I'm just kind of leaving my plate at the dinner table. My mom screams at me, get back in here, do the dishes.
Yes.
And that always is a reinforcement of her guidance. She goes, you're not at camp anymore, you're at home, you still have a responsibility, go do that. And that definitely translates into my attitude on the field with being grounded, because I know it all can be taken away in 2 seconds. So.
So kind of on an opposite vein of that, do you have any game day superstitions?
Oof, you're talking to the superstition queen right now.
Okay.
I am absolutely a fanatic about superstitions. I have to listen to 3 particular songs, and then after that it kind of comes whichever song I'm in the mood for. And I have to have my wrist, depends on how bad my fingers are bruised, have them taped a certain way. I have a ritual before the game. I go to the goal right before the whistle starts, and I do kind of my own little thing. And I put my cleats on a certain way, my shin guards on a certain way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you're doing, it's working, so keep it up.
It's probably not the wisest to be this superstitious, but I mean, it's just something that happens to me. And I'll be getting into superstitions as like a tournament goes on. Like, something worked the first game, then I'm doing it for the rest of the game. So, like in Grenada with the World Cup qualifiers, I brought deodorant to every single game because I brought it to the first game and we won, and I just brought it to every single one, and we ended up winning the tournament. So.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, it was an odd one. I remember I forgot my deodorant, and we were already down in the lobby. I was like, oh no, like I started shaking because I needed it, so I sprinted back up and got the deodorant and then back down to the bus.
So I have to ask, I know you said depending on your mood, I guess your playlist changes.
Yeah, sometimes.
But give me 1 or 2 top songs.
Probably The Fighter by One Republic.
Okay.
Wings by Macklemore.
Okay.
And those are probably my 2 go-tos to listen to all the time. But then it kind of just goes into kind of some electronic, then rap, and then kind of in the mood, serious kind of stuff, but it ranges all the time.
Jill Ellis was U.S. soccer coach. I heard her speak at an event recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So have you spent a lot of time with her?
I haven't spent a lot of time with her because she's been so busy with the World Cup and now the Olympics coming up with her team, but she's been to our camps quite a few times. And actually my teammate, Ashley Sanchez, is with her and the full team right now training in preparation for the World Cup, for the Olympics.
Okay.
But she's come around to our camps a couple of times and kind of helped and guided us, given us advice, and we'd get off the field and she'd tell us the good things that we've done or something that we might want to look up on to improve on. But she's awesome. She's definitely very involved with the U.S. soccer youth teams.
I'm not going to keep you much longer, but final question, are there any final words about NT2D that you'd like to say?
It's a true development program. It's definitely something that you want to take part in if you're a goalkeeper and looking to get better. And every little thing matters here, every small detail, everything that you want to work on. You go to him and he'll base a whole training session off something that you need to work on and apply to every other keeper to help them work on it as well. And it's just definitely something that I would look into, and if I wasn't in it already as a goalkeeper, but it's been my path. It's helped me with my path to the national team. So
very good. Now, this soccer ball came up to us while we were doing the interview, so we have to do a pose.